Ever wondered why your car accelerates smoothly without any noticeable gear shifts? Could it be magic, or could it be a CVT transmission? Today, we're going to demystify this automotive enigma known as the continuously variable transmission, or CVT for short. Unlike traditional transmissions, the CVT provides an uninterrupted, seamless acceleration experience, eliminating the perceptible shifts in gears. Intriguing, isn't it? So how did this CVT transmission come into existence? Let's dive into the history. Our journey begins in the late 15th century, with none other than the ingenious Leonardo da Vinci. Yes, the same Da Vinci we know as the master artist, the inventor, the scientist, and the engineer. He was the first to conceptualize a continuously variable transmission, or CVT. Da Vinci envisaged a system of belts and pulleys that could change ratios in real time, thereby providing infinite gear ratios. However, the world was not yet ready for such a technological leap. It would take more than 4 centuries before the idea of CVT would finally take shape. In the late 1920s, a few experimental models surfaced, but it wasn't until the late 1950s that the CVT made its first commercial appearance. The credit goes to a Dutch company, DAF, that dared to bring this technology to the automobile industry. Their small, lightweight car, the DAF 600, was the first to hit the market with a CVT. It was an instant sensation, not just for its compact size and affordability, but also for its smooth and efficient transmission. The DAF 600 was a game changer. It demonstrated that Da Vinci's vision was not just a theoretical concept, but a practical reality. The CVT was no longer a figment of imagination, but a tangible technology that could change the way we drive. And this was just the beginning. The CVT was all set to revolutionize the auto industry. As we moved into the 21st century, automobile manufacturers started to recognize the potential of CVT. It was a time of change, a time of innovation. The auto industry was growing more competitive, and CVT, with its unique capabilities, appeared as a promising solution to stay ahead in the race. Major car manufacturers, from Nissan to Honda, began to embrace CVT. They saw the benefits, the advantages that CVT brought to the table, and one of the most significant of these was fuel efficiency. With a CVT, a car's engine could run at its most efficient speed, regardless of whether the car was speeding up or slowing down. This meant less waste, less fuel consumption, and more miles to the gallon. But it wasn't just about the efficiency. CVT also offered a smoother ride. Traditional transmissions, with their fixed gear ratios, can cause a jerky ride as they shift from gear to gear. But a CVT, with its infinite number of gear ratios, provided seamless acceleration. No more lurching, no more jerking. Just a smooth, continuous power delivery that made driving a pleasure. And so, CVT took the wheel, steering the auto industry towards a future of greater efficiency and smoother rides. But, as we all know, nothing is perfect. And while CVT had its advantages, it wasn't without its flaws. However, like all good things, CVT transmissions also have their share of drawbacks. While CVT transmissions offer smooth rides and better fuel efficiency, they aren't free from criticism. Indeed, every silver lining has a cloud, and CVTs are no exception. Let's dive into some of their downsides. One of the main criticisms of CVTs is their durability. Traditional automatics and manuals are known for their longevity, but CVTs not so much. They tend to wear out quicker due to their complex design and the continuous friction they endure. This leads to another downside: high repair costs. When a CVT fails, it's often cheaper to replace it entirely than to repair it, which can be a significant financial burden for car owners. Then there's the rubber band effect. This is a sensation where the engine revs up before the vehicle accelerates, creating a disconnect between engine noise and speed. It's a bit like stretching a rubber band. You pull back, and it takes a moment before it snaps forward. This can be disconcerting for drivers used to the immediate feedback of a traditional transmission. Lastly, for those who crave a sporty feel behind the wheel, CVTs might not satisfy. They lack the dynamic shift points that give a sense of speed and power. Some manufacturers have tried to mimic this with simulated shift points, but it's just not the same. Despite these challenges, CVT transmissions have carved a niche for themselves in the automobile world. So, what does the future hold for CVT transmissions? As we step into the unknown, it is clear that the continuously variable transmission, or CVT, has a significant role to play in the future of automobiles. Manufacturers are tirelessly working to refine this technology, aiming to overcome its shortcomings and maximize its potential. One of the key areas of focus is the CVT's durability. The wear and tear of the steel belt and pulley system have been a concern. However, manufacturers are now exploring the use of high-strength materials and innovative designs to increase the lifespan of CVT components. As a result, future CVTs might surprise us with their robustness and longevity. Next up, let's talk about the notorious rubber band effect. This is when there's a lag between the engine's RPM and the actual acceleration of the car. Not exactly the most thrilling driving experience, right? But worry not. Engineers are now developing advanced software algorithms to better control the CVT's response time, thus making your drive feel more connected and responsive. And then there's the noise. CVTs are often criticized for their high-pitched, droning sound, but efforts are underway to address this issue too. Through a combination of acoustic engineering and improved insulation, future CVTs could offer a quieter, more comfortable ride. But what about electric vehicles or EVs? With their single-speed transmissions, do they even need a CVT? Well, while it's true that EVs don't require multiple gears, CVTs could still add value. By optimizing the power delivery at different speeds, a CVT could potentially enhance an EV's efficiency and range. One thing is for certain, the journey of CVT transmissions is far from over. As we continue to strive for efficiency and smoothness, CVT might just be the magic we need in our automobiles.